your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend,
Nohnny.
Nohnny is back. He's in town dog sitting?
Kind of, yeah. Just house sitting pretty much for my dad.
Oh, I thought there was a dog involved.
There was, but she died 3 weeks ago, so...
Glad I brought that up. Was it Sid?
No, Sydney's been gone for 10 years. If you remember Nikki...
No.
No, she was a little wiener dog, 18 years old. She made it too, so...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she had a nice, healthy life. Yeah, there's a cat down there and a parrot I gotta take care of anyway, so
Parrot.
No big deal.
If you just leave the parrot cage open, it pretty much takes care of the cat.
Pretty much, yeah. But then my dog would go after the parrot, and that would not work out so well either, so...
Well, you gave me the idea for this episode weeks, maybe a month or two ago, saying we should do an episode about text messages going to the wrong person or drunken texts. So that is the theme.
All right.
So what I did is I put out a mass text to 20 people, and I got one person to respond.
That sucks.
It's okay, because this person, this is my, well, not mine, this is
The Beast's
babysitter. This is who watches my kid for my ex when they're at her house.
I gotcha.
It's our babysitter, the lovely Miss Ivy.
Yay!
You know, younger than us. She just turned 21. Different generation. Very tech savvy. All about smartphone apps and Snapchat and all that shit. Snapchat sucks, so it's super easy to send the wrong photos to people, and I've done that many times. And they aren't appropriate photos if you catch my drift. But a friend of mine actually fucked up big time. She was sending a naughty photo to her boyfriend and accidentally hit the, quote, story button instead. And it was like a group message for people to see, and a few people seen it before she realized what she did.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, it's learn what you're doing.
Uh-oh!
And then I asked her, I'm like, well, how the fuck do you even do that? I mean, do you not check the recipient button before you hit send? And her response was, it's usually really late and touch screens aren't 100% calibrated to perfection, so there is a thing called best friends on your send screen, and it's the people you snap the most out of. It's the people you snap the most often with that end up on each other's best friend lists. And sometimes your finger hits the wrong button and it sends it off. For me, it's only happened like twice, because I really pay attention. I've never put it on my story by accident, so that was a new victory for her friend. I don't know. She didn't tell me what the picture was of. I can only assume it was boobs.
Or genitalia, one of the two.
There's nothing wrong with sending out pictures of your genitalia. I can tell you from experience that you have to give a little to get a little.
I have never done that by accident.
By accident?
By accident.
Oh, okay. How do you accidentally send a dick pic? Like, you just keep one there in the chamber of your photos? Like, oh, look at this cute picture of this dog that I'm going to say. Oh, God, Grandma's going to see my dick. That would be terrible. Yeah, you got to just snap the photo of your cock and then send it before you save it. Because it automatically saves it to your photos on my flip phone. That if you're doing it by me, you're doing it from a flip phone. There's no accidental send button. You can see all this shit. There's a lot of control here, unlike these fucking Snapchatters. Here's another story. She's like, here's one that's very common. Sending a really ugly photo to your crush when it was supposed to go to your best friend. I don't have a crush, so I don't know what she means by that exact. I haven't experienced that pain. So it can get awkward for younger kids who care about how they look when they send pictures out. Yeah, I suppose. Another thing is I have definitely gotten my fair share of unintended nudes from people, and it's an extremely unexpected way to wake up.
I have never gotten one sent to me by accident either. I've got a few sent to me on purpose, but not by accident.
Isn't that unfair? Maybe you just got to leave your phone number on the wall in like a public restroom, and then you'll get tons of photos.
There you go, yeah.
Probably of dicks, because gay men send so many dick pics. I wouldn't know from experience. Gay men seem so fucking horny. So, I mean, all they do is just bang each other and swap AIDS like they're trading cards. So there they are, like, oh, you want to see a dick? Ka-ching! And then they send you a picture of their dick right in the same bathroom stall where I wrote your phone number.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I've been very tempted to do that numerous times to my ex.
That would be awesome.
Or the beast just gets inundated with dick pics. That'd be a good prank.
That would be pretty damn funny.
It also would be harassment charges, I'm pretty sure. There's been times where my ex was being super annoying and texting me like 20 times in a row, so I would take a screenshot of the conversation and meant to send it to a friend, but sent it to my ex. So it was a bit awkward and we fought about it.
Oh my god, no way!
Another time on Snapchat, she sent a picture of her butt to her friend. Except she accidentally sent it to her boss.
Ouch.
Apparently there's a work group on Snapchat for all of them that work at this bar, and their boss is a part of it. So they'll joke with each other about sending nudes or posting semi-nudes. I know, I got in the wrong line of work, apparently. And their boss is in it, so they'll like send pics and not realize, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot the boss is viewing this as we speak.
Wonder if they're hiring.
I think you could probably aim higher than working in a rundown bar.
I don't know, if you get pictures like that sent to you, it might be worth it for a month or two.
A month or two. All right, I realize I'm new, but I immediately want everybody to lower their guard and send me all the nudie pics they can. And no, I don't want to come off as a pervert, but I really want to see your pubes.
Yeah, there's one of my friends that goes up to school with me. She sent some racy pictures to her ex-boyfriend, and she didn't want to break up with him because she felt that he might send them to her family, like her parents or her grandma or something, to get back at him. So I told her, this is me kind of throwing my line out there for her, she's 20 years old, smoking hot too.
Nice.
I'm like, all right, well, just don't put your face in the picture. Then you can send it, and then it doesn't matter at all. Like, saying, feel free to send me a few. I won't show anyone, that's cool. And if I do, your face is in the picture anyway, so.
How fast did she stop talking to you after that?
No, she still talks to me quite a bit. She's super good looking and has a super hot body, so.
Well, that's always a plus. How do you not know to not include your face?
Just go from the neck down.
Rookie mistake. Now, you gotta zoom in. You gotta sometimes, one time I took this little pink fluffy mustache. I don't even know where the juice got it. My kid brought it home from school, and it had tape on it, and I don't know if they were wearing fake mustaches at school. Anyway, I ripped the tape off, and then I put new tape on the back, and then I put it on my dong, and I took a picture.
That's some pretty funny shit right there.
It is. Looks like my penis has a mustache. And I have this idea for a calendar. It's a penis calendar. Don't steal this idea. Basically, I'm going to take different holiday-themed dioramas and cut a hole in the bottom, and then just like put my boner up into it, and then put little costumes on my wang. Like the Statue of Liberty or an Abraham Lincoln top hat on my cock. Dress it up like a leprechaun. Or Cupid for Valentine's Day.
Knowing you'd probably have to have some pretty tiny costumes for it, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's just... I have Googled and Googled and Googled penis calendar, and it's not showing me any results that are what I'm thinking. They have to exist. Someone had to have made an X-rated penis calendar. I'm just not going to go into like every adult bookstore around town and be like, hey, do you guys have penis calendars? I don't actually want a penis calendar, but I'm thinking of making my own penis calendar, and I just want to gauge the market for competition to see what the potential for profitability may be.
Yeah, Spencer's Gifts, that's like the one place I would think of that might have it.
Ooh, I probably don't want to go talk to some 16-year-old cashier at the mall and be like, do you have any calendars with pictures of dicks? Because I'm thinking about doing my own calendar.
Either that or Sex World, maybe, one of the two.
I don't even know if that place is a place anymore.
It was 2 years ago. I had a friend that used to work there.
I think it shut down.
Really?
Something was up. Something has drastically changed with the Sex World that everybody finally remembers, or at least went into one time to say they had gone there. It's not the same Sex World.
Yeah, I just, like 2 years ago I went down there. I know they had like the little jack-off booths off to the side or whatever, but other than that, they just had bongs and paraphernalia behind the counter and just dildos and...
inflatable sheep.
Yeah, cock rings, whatever, around, and I wasn't there for very long because she wasn't working.
No.
I swear, I did not go into one of the jerk-off booths and...
That, at least, I would hope that they would tell you what you're going to get from the jerk-off booth. I'd hate to put my dollar in the thing, and it's a surprise. Like, it's a really fat old lady with tons of extra skin, and you can't even see her twat because of all the folds of thigh fat. Or it's like, I don't know, a guy.
No. Yep, time to leave.
It's like assless chaps, and it's a very shapely bottom, and then they turn around, and it's a dude in makeup.
That is, that's not cool.
Boom, dick. Surprise! God, who hasn't been there?
I have not.
Okay, well,
Thank God.
you always be careful when somebody's jumping out of a birthday cake. You never know what you're going to get these days.
I suppose, huh?
You know, there used to be 2 genders, and now there's like, I don't even know how many. And, oh, you have a dick and boobs, but you identify as a woman. Well, let me just help you with that frosting you got all over yourself.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. It's like that Jenner when he had his junk cut off or whatever, you know? It's like, just because you got your dick cut off does not mean you're a woman. It just means you're a guy with your dick cut off. That's all there is to it, isn't it?
No, he's a very pretty lady now.
What?
She is so gorgeous and clearly not a man at all anymore in any way.
I guess if you're into that kind of thing, then...
I'm not. I don't know. It's bad enough that you'd go out in the dating market now trying to date guys that would know you used to be a guy, but he's like 60-some years old.
Ew.
I don't know anybody that wants anything to do with a 60-year-old regular natural-born woman's vagina, let alone a surgically grafted one that was made out of leftover dick tissue. And then if Caitlyn Jenner blows you, is that gay?
Yeah, because it's still a dude in my book.
No, she's a very pretty lady. You're getting it all wrong. She's a pretty lady, and it actually would be prejudicial of you to not let Caitlyn Jenner blow you.
I will definitely pass on that. I guess I'm prejudiced then.
Well, you never know.
Hey, boys and girls, it's time for another. Hey, boys and girls. Hey, boys and girls. Hey, boys and 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 girls. It's time for another ITradio fucking fucker shitting ass tits beer.
What I was gonna say, give him a little hint. Instead of holding the microphone like you're going to give head to the cock, like you're going to suck it down like you usually like to do, you want to hold it off to the side like you're going to lick the tip of it. And that's how you need to hold the microphone.
I could never take a cock this large.
But he has taken a cock
fucking get
smaller.
lockjaw, dude. Look at the fucking size of this thing.
Let's see.
He's used that mic. He
I
knows
can't
that
remember
mic like the back of his
I
hand.
fucking hear him fucking chilling out, you son of a bitch.
I can't remember if I put my mouth around it, but I think Hot Donna has.
Either that one or she used the thin one.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
Give me some stories you have of drunken texts or text messages sent to the wrong person and what happened.
All right, well, I didn't send any, like, dick pics or nude pictures or anything to anyone by accident. But it's just like, I'll be having a couple drinks late at night, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. This girl in school, like, talked to me. So I'd be like, texting her, and like that one friend I was telling about earlier, she's, like, been working out a lot. That's what I said. She's fit. She's got a nice body, so, you know. She turns around. She sits right in front of me in my class. She turned around at me one day and goes, oh, my body hurts all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know anybody that gives a full body massage?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dick moved when she told me that in the middle of class. I'm like, what are you saying that shit for? I do not want to get a hard on in the middle of class right now. That is not cool with me.
I just want you to know that, because people, if they don't remember, we went to high school together. The 4 years that we were at that school, I bet you I had a boner 30% of the time. For 4 years, 30% of those 4 years, I had a boner.
Would you have to, like, wear tighty whities and tuck it in everywhere you went, or?
I had to plan for the bell to know how long before I had to stand up. I had to make sure I had my trapper keeper, and I had to hope that the teacher didn't make us stand up in the middle of class, because in those days, all it would take is just some random thought or like the fabric of my underwear to brush against my dick the right way, and I'm half-mast. And one time in computer class, I had to stand up, and the now federally incarcerated former classmate of ours, Suresh.
Yep, I remember him.
Yeah, well, I go to stand up. He's like, oh, what's the matter? You got a boner? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why are you looking at my dick, homo?
How'd you know?
Yeah, well, he busted me. He didn't, like, call me out in front of the class. He tried, motherfucker.
He's getting plenty of dick where he's at right now, I'm sure.
You know, I don't know. Maybe he's converted to Islam, and he's practicing abstinence and not eating pork.
He's still got to be locked up, isn't he?
Yes. Last I checked a few months ago, I believe he's still under lock and key until like 2026.
All right. I know because he robbed quite a few banks. So.
It was 4, and then he got shot 3 times.
Oh, I didn't know he got shot, too.
Yeah, they were racing down Highway 55 after he robbed a bank in Plymouth, and he was throwing bags of cash out the fucking car.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they blocked him in, and he got out of the car. And they didn't know what was in his hand, so they shot him.
Oh, right on.
Because, black guy, could be a gun.
Yeah.
Shoot him!
I don't know. You gotta protect yourself, though. That's the way I look at it.
That's the Twin Cities law enforcement way. Black guy! He was going to ask for directions. He was armed. He had arms. Let's just go before anybody notices. So other than texting with her when you're a little inebriated and you're more relaxed, what else you got for me?
There's another friend of mine that we hung out a few times outside of class. She was super cool. She's a little bit older. She was like 24, 25. I'm 35. I'm not exactly old, but I'm not exactly their age either. Yeah, it would be nice to be with a 20-year-old again.
We're in that buffer zone where we're not young and we're not old, so neither group of people want anything to do with us.
Yeah, pretty much. But it seemed like she was kind of into me or whatever. So we were like talking. She loves like eating like different types of European cheese. And I went over to Amsterdam and I brought back a bunch of cheese from there.
It's a random conversation.
I don't know. We talk about random crap. So
about cheese?
Yeah, pretty much. Anything and everything, because I brought a bunch back, like, oh, you want to try some with me? She's like, yeah, bring it on over. So I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go,
This sounds more like Steve Urkel than a 20-year-old girl.
Man, I don't know. Whatever. That's some good cheese, though. It's not, like, you can't buy that shit here. That's all I know. But anyway, so, like, we're, like, talking about it, and I'm like, oh, she's like, I'd like to go up to Canada, but my parents have a cabin up there, but I don't have a passport. It expired or something like that. I'm like, man, it sucks. You should go get your passport. She's like, I've been kind of thinking about it. I'm like, well, if you go get your passport, we'll take a vacation over to Europe together, and we'll go sample, like, all the wines and cheeses from, like, all across Europe, and I'll pay for it and everything. She didn't even respond back to that. It's like, whoa, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I should not have sent that text to her.
That's when you have to send that inevitable, I was drinking last night?
Yep, I did that too.
Whoops. I've never had that. That's another good thing that comes with not drinking. I've never gotten drunk and texted anybody. I've gotten drunk dialed. I had, years ago, a girl that I was broken up with texted me by accident at random, and it turned into an 1.5 hour long texting fight. And it started off with, why are you texting me? Well, it was accidental, obviously. And it got vulgar. And she called me a homo and that I have mommy issues. And I'm thinking to myself, have another one, you lush.
Yeah, no shit. Why didn't you just stop texting her back at that point?
Because I was at work and it was in the middle of the night and I was bored.
All right.
And I wanted to get the last word and to be a dick.
Yeah. I know it'd be kind of funny just to get her going, though, too. Because she's not going to stop at that point,
Oh, she just kept going. It was the same girl from the episode Life's a Beach. Yeah, it was her.
All right, I got you.
She was a real great one. Sometimes if I'm broken up with someone, I will keep a text message with their name and the phone number in it, like saved. And on my old phone, I went to delete this one time, and it sent a blank text to that person. This was at 4:30 in the morning. I was just on the crapper, like deleting the numbers out of my phone I didn't need anymore. And I sent one to her. She was pissed. She's like, why are you texting me? I said months ago I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, relax. It was a fucking accident. I was deleting your number, and instead of delete, I hit send. Sorry, I'm tired and pooping. Have a nice life.
God damn it.
You're lucky it wasn't at like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, because then she'd assume booty call at that point.
No, because she lived in Michigan.
Oh, all right.
So that'd be kind of a long drive just for a quick dip in the sniz. However, most of my accidental text messaging, it all revolves around being way too tired on break or while I'm pooping at work. For instance, I was sitting at work one day on break, and I was texting with my cousin to show off. I was bragging about this new chick I was seeing. So I had a picture of her, so I went to send it to my cousin, and I captioned it, cute but crazy. And then I sent it, and then a few minutes later I went to check and see if I got a response, and I had sent it to the chick that it was a picture of. So now I'm like, fuck. Does she think I'm talking shit about her? Am I not going to get sex from her anymore? And she's like, why'd you send me a blank message? I'm like, what? So I tried sending multiple photos to her to test it. She's like, it's not showing up. I'm not seeing anything. So then I thought I was in the clear. And then that thankfully led to her sending me pictures of her boobs and vagina while I was sitting at work. My cousin was like, oh, she's adorable. I'm like, yeah, and I almost just blew it, and here's how. Fuck. Another time, I was leaving work, and I went to send a message to a friend, and I had accidentally sent the message to... I just quickly opened it up and reply to the first text at the top of my inbox. It doesn't go to the friend. It goes to a chick I was seeing, who's in like, what are you talking about? Are you seeing somebody else? I'm like, no, I made a new friend, and I was just asking about their day because they were awake. I didn't know you were, and I'm just getting off of work, and they're like, well, sure as shit seems like there's something up. Yeah, I almost blew that one too. So slow down and see who you're sending it to, and don't try to hastily multitask while sending text messages that, well, at the moment may seem innocuous, could end up totally screwing you over in the end.
That's how my accidental text messages go all the time.
You're just accidentally sending them way too fast?
Yeah, I'm talking to like one person, then someone else texts me, then I'll think I'm sent to the first person, goes to the second person instead.
I'm glad my mom doesn't text, because I'd hate to accidentally send her something. Because she's already a hardcore, soul-crushing biatch all the time. I can't imagine what would happen if I sent something like a dirty joke to her. Like, why would you send me this? This is terrible. Why do you laugh at these things? I'm like, well, it's supposed to go to you. It would no longer end at, oh, it wasn't for me. Right? Most people would be like, well, that's stupid. You should be more careful. No, she would go on a 45-minute text chain diatribe about how I need to clean up my mouth and fix my morals, and you shouldn't laugh at that, all while being a couch jockey and a closet racist. And I remember when New York, I think it's Congressman or Senator Anthony Weiner. Do you recall who he is?
Yep.
He got in trouble sending messages of himself wearing a towel and flexing and possibly some dick pics. Right? So I'm watching this at my parents' house and I'm laughing about it. And I'm just like, he put his fucking face in the photo? What an amateur. And my dad's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you never put your face in a dick pic. How fucking stupid is that? He's like, what are you saying? I hope you're not sending pics like that. I'm like, I have, and just the other day did send a picture of my how do you do to somebody, and they were very appreciative of it. How am I going to get pictures of vaginas back if I don't send pictures of my D, Roger? He was shaking his head. He's like, well, you're going to get in trouble. I'm like, why? Are they going to report me for my dick not being big enough to their liking? I asked for a picture of a penis, and I got it, and it wasn't what I asked for. So I claimed buyer's remorse, and they raped my mind and my eyes.
That's why I'm glad my dad doesn't text either. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. Like, he's like, oh, I sent you a text. Did you get it? I'm like, Dad, he got this new iPhone, and he thinks he knows how to like use everything on it. He had a flip phone before. Like,
you should have stuck with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you can't. It's hard to fuck up with a flip phone.
But yeah, he's 100% confident he knows how to text and he can do it, but he never gets any text that I get, or that I sent him. He never sends me any text either, and he says he does, so.
What the hell?
He just has no idea what's going on.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically you get a random message from your old man in the middle of the night, and he's learned how to send a dick pic, but he sent it to the wrong person.
He'd be like, Dad, I don't want to see your junk. Thanks, but no thanks.
So you would say something?
I would, yeah.
I would act like it never happened, and then I would spend the next years trying to repress that via therapy. I don't need to see my dad's dork. My kids have not seen mine. I don't know if you know this. I purposely sit down all the time to pee at home so that if my kids run in, I'm not standing there with my dick hanging out. Like, I don't want that to be their first memory of a dick. I saw my dad peeing.
See, I will not sit down and piss. That's one thing I will not do.
Well, you can just sit there and relax and let it happen. And then at my house, closed doors don't matter.
Surprise!
I rarely get to piss or shit by myself.
You don't have a lock on your door or anything?
I do, but you know what they do? They come and they ream on the door and they knock on it. And, Daddy, let me in. Why are you locking the door? Because I'm taking a shit. And I don't need help wiping like you do. And I don't want you to see what I'm doing to myself in here. God, can I just get a few minutes of peace and quiet to masturbate to things that I used to experience before you came around and killed all my dreams and opportunity? Sons of bitches. And now, Jeremy Irons Raps.
I'm looking at my phone thinking, am I gonna hit send or nah? It's gonna be one of them mornings when I wake up and regret it. If I don't get no reply.
That was Jeremy Irons Raps. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like in 8 to 10 years when I start letting them have phones. Because I'm not buying those little shitbirds phones for a long fucking time. I know what I would do with a phone if I was a teenager. I would send pictures of my dick all over the place and then get naked pictures back. That's how that works. Instead, they won't have a phone. And I know that they would do that because I did that as a kid. I didn't have a phone, but you know what I had? I had a camera. And we had a connection to a photo store where you could get those naughty pictures developed without anybody saying anything otherwise. In this house somewhere still are photos from way back in the day of some bubes and perhaps my D in a mouth. It's like an extreme close-up of a dick and a mouth, and you can't see my face, but the recipient, you can totally tell who it is.
Nice.
I'm not going to name names. But I've heard horror stories of people that in the middle of the night, they will just get pissed off and start rattling off a random text like you said you did, right? You're just talking. They'll get pissed off about something and they'll start sending this angry fuck you-a-thon to some person who has no idea what's going on. They're like, the next day, I realized that I had called my aunt a cunt. And I thought that I was talking to somebody else.
You're just being an asshole at that point.
Technology is ruining. Before, I mean, think about if you got the wrong number, it's a wrong number. You called the wrong house and then someone would hang up on you. Now, you can send them pictures, messages, and other incriminating evidence that can prove, including phone calls that can be recorded with the touch of a button on an app, proof that you were drunk and harassing them. It's hard to get away with anything anymore.
See, I'm too laid back. I don't call people and go off on them. Honestly, I don't even know the last time I got into an argument with anyone.
Well, I'm saying if you were like super drunk. Imagine
Yeah.
being super drunk and you're watching TV and you're like, yeah, son of a bitch. He likes this crap. I'm gonna fuck you. It's still ringing. Pick up. I've left like tired voicemails, but I've never left a drunken voicemail.
Well, you don't drink, so.
No, but my ex,
The Beast.
she's left me some humdingers. Just drunk and angry and raging. You're a piece of shit. And I can't believe that you fucking talked to me like that earlier, but when I get home, I'm not even gonna fucking talk to you. And I'm just gonna go to sleep on the couch, so have a good fucking night. Fuck you. And I believe I got one or two of those the night she came home. And I was asleep, so I didn't hear any of it. And she came home and was hungry. She made spaghetti, and then she ate it. And then she sat down to eat one of those like sundae cone ice cream treats.
Yep.
That come packaged all together. She threw up onto the carpet that was still brand new. Threw up what looked like completely unchewed spaghetti. Like she just swallowed a mile of spaghetti. Then it was on the floor and on the blanket and on her.
Oh, that is nasty.
Right. And then there was a half-eaten melting ice cream cone on the blanket next to her on the couch.
She just passed out then at that point?
Oh, fuck yeah, she was. And the next morning, she's like, why are you being such an asshole about it? I'm like, I woke up in the middle of the night, the light's on that I didn't know why, and I come out here and here's a fucking spaghetti puke stain in the middle of the goddamn room. This is a new low for you. I would have cleaned it up. Yes, because that's what I want is stomach bile and half-chewed and undigested spaghetti sauce goo all over my brand new beige fucking carpet. Because red plus puke plus beige, yeah, that makes an unrecognizable stain in the middle of my living room, right, dipshit?
Time to buy a rug.
Fuck no, I fucking hot-shotted the shit out of that and scrubbed it like a dozen times. And she had the audacity to get mad at me for holding it over her head.
Shut your mouth, you stupid bitch.
She's the one that caused the problem. It's not your fault. She got all drunk and threw up all over.
Well, if she was smart, she wouldn't have come home. She would have just passed out somewhere else, like a park.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or under a bridge or anywhere else. Just go away.
Bye, Felicia.
in the middle of a lake with a...
If she's in a boat, yeah, I don't want to like them to call me like, we found your children's mother floating face down in the Rum River, way down almost by the Mississippi Dam there.
Yeah, I suppose that would not go over well with your kids.
No, because then I got to go identify her bloated fucking body. That sounds like fun.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Quagmire, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I was just out with Joe. What are you doing?
I just told you.
Oh, that's right. I just asked that. I forgot. Hey, this song made me think of you. So wait, listen to this song. Isn't that awesome?
You said you weren't gonna call him.
It's not him, you big bully. Joe told me not to call you. So what are you doing?
Hey, guess what? It's the time of the episode where we get to play a game.
Nice.
Yeah. Today you will be playing Word Orgy.
All right.
You are a listener of the show.
I am.
You understand how the game works.
Pretty much.
I will read you 2 clues. The answer, they share a common word in the middle. There's the examples on the wall behind you, obviously. You would have gang graffiti bridge, so I would say urban art to represent one's set, and the unofficial sequel to Purple Rain. Gang graffiti, graffiti bridge, gang graffiti bridge. There are 10 items. It's time to see how you do.
Word Orgy.
2 unrelated items that make up one new phrase. And if you get the answer, I'll heap on you my praise. Some of them may seem too hard, but I won't let you quit. So pay very close attention to both my descriptions. Pop culture icons and other random shit. It's time to play Word Orgy. How many will you get? Number 1. A euphemism for making a huge mistake, and the 46th Vice President of the United States.
Euphemism for making a big mistake.
Making a huge mistake, and the 46th Vice President of the United States.
I have no idea. I'm terrible at this game, man. I'd play along when I listen to the show, but I'd get maybe 1 or 2 of them, and that's it.
That would be Step on Your Own Dick Cheney. 46th Vice President of the United States.
I don't even know how many presidents there are right now. Trump, I don't even know what number he is.
I think he's 47. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's... I don't know either. He's not a Bush or an Obama, so he's a Trump. Number 2. A film about Snake Plissken and a baseball team from Queens.
Something Mets.
Go on. A film about Snake Plissken and a baseball team from Queens.
Snake Plissken?
Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken?
It's a movie character.
All right, I have no idea who that is.
That would be Escape from New York Mets. Escape from New York came out in the 80s.
Yeah, I actually thought about watching that like a week ago. I probably should have.
And if you can see the 90s sequel, Escape from L.A., some people decry it. I swear by it. It's a great flick. Bruce Campbell makes a cameo. In makeup, it's hard to tell it's him. Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. Ash.
I'll take your word for it.
Number 3. A children's book about going to bed and a dessert consisting of 2 fudge-dipped cookies with marshmallow in between.
What was the first one again?
A children's book about going to bed and a dessert consisting of 2 fudge-dipped cookies with marshmallow in between them.
Little Red Riding Hood pies.
They have to share a common word.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing something out there.
That would be Goodnight Moon Pie. Goodnight Moon.
Not familiar with that book either.
No, it's thrilling. I've read it too many fucking times, I can tell you.
Sorry, man, I don't get out much. I don't have any kids either. So.
That also helps. Number 4. An 80s film about a gang of geeks and a Willy Wonka brand treat.
God damn you. I have no idea.
That would be Revenge of the Nerds candy.
Oh, damn it. I couldn't think of Revenge of the Nerds.
Fucking that. I watched that a few weeks ago. That's still one of my favorite 80s movies of all time. And my favorite college movie of all time. Nerd! Number 5. A Nicktoon about a Hawaiian shirt wearing wallaby and a Quaker Oats brand breakfast variety.
SpongeBob?
No. You're going to have to try to give me more than SpongeBob.
SpongeBob Square Quakers of Oats.
No. That would be Rocco's Modern Life cereal. Don't you remember Rocco's Modern Life?
I do not. Nope.
He's a little wallaby in a Hawaiian shirt. He had a dog named Spunky. His best friend was a cow named Heifer. Fuck.
Never heard of him. Didn't have cable growing up either.
What the fuck?
I know, right? Sheltered life, man.
Why the hell not? You guys had an N64 before anybody else I knew.
I don't know. That's the way my parents rolled, I guess.
Some trade-offs, I suppose. Well, okay, there's only one more about something on cable TV. Okay. Number 6. A Nickelodeon series about horror stories and a movie about a world with no sun.
Movie about a world with no sun.
Yes. A Nickelodeon series about horror stories and a movie about a world with no sun.
I'm thinking Goosebumps something.
No. That would be Are You Afraid of the Dark City? Are You Afraid of the Dark ran for many seasons. It was actually better than the Goosebumps TV show where they adapted the books. But Dark City, no sun.
Yep.
Kind of a cult film.
Never heard of it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm making this so fun for you, aren't I?
Only 4 more to go.
Thank God.
Number 7. A 1980s Flintstone vitamin slogan and a sitcom about Mike Seaver.
Think Mike Seaver's in that Family Ties?
I can't give you any clues.
Oh, come on, you can.
You have to cull this from your base knowledge of pop culture.
All right.
All right, what?
I have no idea.
Ah, fuck. Well, that would be 10 million strong and growing pains.
Oh, growing pains.
Flintstone vitamins. 10 million strong and growing. Yeah, it's from the 80s. Really? Mike Seaver? Family Ties? That was Alex P. Keaton.
Yeah.
God damn it. You spent too much time shooting hoops and playing Nintendo and not
Pretty
enough time
much.
watching 80s sitcoms like me. Number 8. Forrest Gump's commanding officer and a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Lieutenant Dan Marino.
Oh my God, he's on the board.
Yes.
All right. I better get the pen. I gotta check that one off.
Give me some more sports ones. I can get those every time.
Well, I come up with these at random. I don't fucking...
Forrest Gump's one of the greatest movies of all time, too.
That is also true. Number 9. A killing that was planned ahead of time and a TV show starring Angela Lansbury.
I don't know about the Angela Lansbury show.
A killing that was planned ahead of time. And
Premeditated Murder, She Wrote.
Oh my God, okay, that's 2 in a row. Hey, good
All
for
right.
you. All right, we're getting somewhere. Number 10, it's the last one. Right now you're heating up. 2 in a row. NBA Jam.
I'll be on fire after this one, huh?
If you get this one, let's not count your chickens before they hatch.
Oh, I'm not.
Number 10. A toy sibling to the My Buddy doll and a sitcom starring twin sisters. Usually if you get the one, it leads you to the other, jogging your memory of stuff.
What's the first part of it again?
A toy sibling to the My Buddy doll and a sitcom starring twin sisters.
Little Full House.
What? Not what?
I don't know.
No.
The twin sisters? That's Full House, isn't it?
Yeah. The answer was Kid, Sister, Sister.
Kid, Sister, Sister.
The show was Sister, Sister. The toy was Kid, Sister. They had My Buddy. And then they do half a commercial with My Buddy. And then they go, and now we have and they'd sing the stupid Kid Sister jingle.
I don't remember that part of it all. I remember Sister Sister, but you said twin sitcom. It's got to be Full House.
Yeah, starring twin. Well, Tia and Tamara Mowry were on Sister Sister.
Yeah.
One was more attractive because she didn't have a facial mole.
Yeah, I remember that show, but I think you fucked me in that last one.
Oh. Yes, because I actually wrote this well over a month ago, and it's been laying around waiting for me to grab it, just like this previous one where Mandy went 1 for 10, so you did better than Mandy.
Hey, all right.
You beat her. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and Friends. You are listening to us on YouTube. Like and subscribe. And as always, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
I am Nohnny.
Good night.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. Kiss sister, kiss sister, kiss sister. Wherever I go, you're gonna go. Kiss sister, kiss sister, kiss sister, kiss sister, kiss sister and me.